Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you the process behind one of my latest illustrations, which is a watercolor painting. First I did some location hunting within my folder of pictures I took in Japan back in April, and I came across this one. This one is a picture of a shrine, a very small shrine, that we found in the streets of Nishiki Market area in Kyoto. It's usually super crowded. And for the supplies, I used two different brushes just to have some variety in size, a thinner one for details. Then I used an HB pencil or just any kind of pencil for sketching. Then I'm using a sketchbook with watercolor paper, and it has a nice texture to it. And of course, the star of the show, the watercolors. Now I put them in this tin which has separate pens because I find it comfy and I like to see the separate colors, the whole palette together. So yeah, I made it up with this set of watercolors, this 18 Holbein watercolor set, and we're all set. We have our brushes, we have our pen, and we have the watercolors. Now a ceramic palette for mixing, water, and paper. So I think we're good to go. First we're gonna start off with the sketch. Again, this is a pencil sketch. You can use any pencil you feel comfortable with. And I don't have much to say about this part honestly, so let's cue to the background chill music. Okay, so the sketch is ready, and now I'm gonna use this stylograph to ink over it. We're gonna ink the whole scenery. This is going to be our line work part. And what I like about this part is that the texture of the paper makes the lines look less rigid, and I think it adds a bit of personality to it. Also, I like to break the lines a bit. I don't know why, I think it makes it look more organic or something like that. Again, let's go through this part real quick. So now I'm almost done with the inking part. I don't worry much about matching the pencil sketch behind it because later on we're gonna erase it. And yeah, here's the result. Now we're gonna clean up those pencil lines behind it so we can finally get to the fun part, the coloring. Yeah, We have the watercolors ready, and we're gonna start picking some greens mainly because we know there's some trees, we have bushes, and we want them to be as bright as the picture we took. Now we're mixing in a bit of yellow. So I'm started with the really light part, which is the light that is hitting the rooftop of this shrine. Sorry about that. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going through from lighter colors to the darkest one. I ended up using some dark china ink for the trees and the objects that were in the front part of the composition, but I left it to the final part of the painting almost, because you can't fix black, but you can always go darker. Yeah, what a quote. Honestly, I think watercolor is not a very easy technique, but the end result is worth the effort, definitely. As someone who works digitally on a daily basis, I'm more used to a quick and more frenetic type of workflow, not to mention the help of Ctrl+C and undo all the stuff you did wrong. But with watercolor and traditional media in general, it's a whole different experience. I take my time to mix the colors and think through every brush stroke and detail, and I think it's a nice change of pace, and that's why I'm enjoying it so much. Instead of worrying to make it perfect, I relax and enjoy the process. I've been working as an illustrator for some time now, but I got into watercolor just this year. I was lucky enough to visit the Ghibli Museum when I was in Japan, and it was one of the most inspiring experiences of my life. You could basically witness the magic behind every movie, from storyboards, concepts, and sketches to the final cel paintings, which were just there, you could almost touch them. And I fell in love with Miyazaki's watercolor sketches and concepts for the movies. So before leaving Japan, I got a bunch of art supplies to get started back home, and here we are. So yeah, this is the end result of the whole painting process. I hope this was somehow helpful or interesting to you, and if you have any comments or ideas on what else you'd like to see, just let me know. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you're interested in seeing my work in progress, you can follow me on Instagram. So see you around!